Happy Friday. The 2020-2021 school year is off to a good start. This is our first show of the year, and we are excited to get back to it. On today's show, we talk about tonight's softball games, change to the football schedule, details about parking passes, and more. It's Friday, August 7th, and MCHSLive.com news starts now. You have received your schedule and survived day 1, but if you aren't sure you can make it through day 90 with your current schedule, or it is just wrong, email your counselor today. Don't try to go see them, email them. If they will work with you, they will work with you to make an appointment to make sure you get what you need. Again, if you don't like your schedule, send an email. Don't just show up to your counselor's office. When school closed in the spring, we learned a lot about what is needed to make sure we can stay above water with digital learning. One of the biggest areas we saw that needed to grow was in using Google Classroom. All of the teachers now have an active Google Classroom, so you can expect to use it daily. Make sure you take the time to learn the ins and outs of the program. If you drive on campus, you need to stop by the front office today to get your parking permit. The grace period for parking permits ends Tuesday. Ticketing unregistered vehicles will begin on Wednesday. You have seen the mask on zone signs all day today. Make sure that you obey those signs when possible. We really want you to stay in school all semester with no interruptions, and the only way we can do that is to cover our bases on being safe. Anytime you can, not be more than 6 feet away from other people, please put on your mask. Now it's time to check on the weather. This afternoon will be the typical August in Georgia, 89 for the high this afternoon, and sunny. As you know, at any time of this time of the year, it can storm, so make sure you have a way to stay dry if you happen to get caught outside in one of these pop-up storms. Now let's take a minute and catch up with the news from around the world. Here's today's AP News Minute.
This is AP News Minute. Talks on Capitol Hill over a coronavirus relief package are described as close to collapsing. White House officials say President Trump may take executive action on some issues if no deal is reached with Democrats. Mexico now has recorded more than 50,000 coronavirus deaths. That's the third highest total in the world, only behind the United States and Brazil. Police in Portland, Oregon declared an unlawful assembly Thursday night and ordered protesters to disperse from around the police precinct. Portland's mayor says the protesters are not a movement, but are props for President Trump's re-election campaign. And a SpaceX rocket carrying dozens of satellites took off from Cape Canaveral, Florida early Friday. The satellites were released into orbit. Most are for SpaceX's Constellation Internet system. Mike Hempen, the Associated Press, with AP News Minute.
Welcome back. One of the best things about MCHS is athletics, but this year everything is in flux. That's an SAT word that means changing or flowing. Yesterday, the GHSA announced the cancellation of preseason football scrimmages. The games scheduled for the 14th and the 21st are no longer happening, and the football team will open the season against Putnam County in September. Also, the GHSA announced that competitive cheer would be moved back to a November start date. One act plays scheduled was adjusted yesterday as well. Stay tuned for updates as they come. Speaking of sports, tonight's the Lady Dogs softball team opens the season with a doubleheader. The Lady Dogs will play East Jackson and Newton here beginning at 4:30. Please go out and support the Lady Dogs as they kick the season off, and make sure to tune in Monday for scores and highlights. Today's joke of the day is not a joke at all, but a way for chemistry students to get ready for the test that Mr. Johnson has for you. What is the chemical compound for water? HIJKLMNO. Get it? H2O. That does it for today's show. Thank you so much for watching. Welcome back. Join us tomorrow for another update on the sports team and much more. Have a great day, and as always, go Dogs.